to the cloud. Just let your body be comfortable. Go with it. If something that we're doing doesn't work for you, feel free to not do it, to rest. The key and what we're really working towards in this practice is to rebalance the nervous system. And that's really my theme today after kind of a crazy week that if you're living in the USA, that a lot of us have had, is the nervous system probably got a little bit off kilter this week. So one of my favorite online psychotherapists always says that addiction, any kind of acting out behavior, is typically the body's attempt to rebalance the nervous system. So that is why I'm such a big proponent of yoga, of meditation, of breathing, of all these things, because that's what they can help to accomplish, is to rebalance the nervous system without doing something destructive to yourself. So today, again, that's going to be our theme. So we will go ahead and start off just with some very easy breathing. So you'll just want to find a seat that's comfortable for you. Don't worry about sitting up perfect. If you want to sit up in a chair, if that's better, go for it. But let's just go ahead and close the eyes and begin to breathe in and out of the nose. So taking these first few breaths in and out of your nose, and use them as this tool to just become aware of the energy in your body at this moment. And I always have the mantra of self-observation without judgment. So whatever energy is there in your body today, it's okay. Whatever is there in this moment, it's okay. It will shift, it will transform. Everything is temporary, right? So you notice it, and then begin some breathing in and out of your nose, allowing your inhales to be equal to the exhales. So choosing a number that you're comfortable with, perhaps the number 4. Just breathing in and breathing out. Beginning to allow the nervous system to find this calm place to settle as you breathe in through your nose, as you breathe out through the nose. Soft, steady, even breath. We know that the mind, the thoughts will always be kind of running in the background. If you can, just kind of make friends with that at this point, of like, there's no good thoughts or bad thoughts, they're just thoughts. And we have this anchor of the breath, keeping it at this even pace in through the nose and out through the nose. To continue to just allow those thoughts to run through, to not get stuck, or not to overthink. Good. And taking a few more conscious breaths here. As you do that, soften the forehead. Release the jaw. Let your elbows be nice and heavy. Again, don't worry about sitting up right or perfectly. Just be here. And then from these first few breaths, perhaps an intention begins to form for your practice. It can be anything you need it to be. Mine is rebalance, coming back into balance, using my practice as this vehicle. You can borrow that if it works. If not, set your own. And then slowly bring palms together, thumbs resting at heart center, Anjali Mudra, just a symbol to seal in this intention. And these first few mindful breaths, breathing in nice and deeply, and out nice and slow through the nose. Awesome. Go ahead and release the hands down. And we're going to stay seated here. If you want to switch out the cross of your legs, go for it. I'm just going to back up a little bit so you can see me a little better. And we'll start off with circling the torso around. So you can make these circles as large or as small as you would like them. You just want to try to maintain that consistency of breath as well as you can. In and out of the nose, giving that parasympathetic nervous system the best chance here to be activated. Awesome. Again, make the circling your very own. Awesome. And let's reverse move the circle in the opposite direction. Keeping that breath nice and steady. And perhaps even noticing a change in the body as you circle in a different direction. If you notice nothing, that's perfectly fine. Good. Let's take just one more circle. We'll come all the way up and back through center. Take a big inhale in through the nose. And exhale. Nice. We'll take a big inhale to reach the arms up. And then we're going to exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee and just place your left hand behind you, just taking a seated spinal twist, and use your inhale to sit up nice and tall. And the exhale is so subtle of a twist. So don't blow it out. Don't go super deep. Pay attention to your low back. If your low back says, then listen to that. You can gaze gently over your left shoulder if that works for you, but come right on into that twist and continue to create length in your spine through the inhale, and through the exhale, maybe just a little subtle place where you twist. Staying here, noticing the breath, noticing the difference of how it's a little more challenging perhaps to breathe down into the belly in this position. Taking one more breath. Awesome. Let's slowly unwind, just come back to center. Pause, breathe, notice, feel the effect of the twist on that first side. Good. And then as you're ready, you'll take a big inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand to right knee, and then bring that right hand behind you. And again, you'll take this, just a subtle twist. You don't have to go super far. Just breathing into it, creating awareness, especially around the belly button. Awareness of the breath. Creating this little bit of different sensation with breath. Just a little harder to get it down there. A couple more breaths, very subtle. Nice. Let's come back to center again, hands down on the knees for grounding, eyes closed, noticing. Good. And then circle your shoulders around. So some nice big shoulder shrugs. I always like to envision my worries and thoughts as I circle my shoulders, them as the shoulders float down, those worries, thoughts kind of floating up and off, moving away. Good. And then reverse, moving your shoulders in the opposite direction. Good. And now let's go ahead and make our way to the mat for table pose. So we'll go ahead, and if you have sensitive knees, feel free to pad your knees up with a blanket. But we'll just move right on into hands and knees and start going through some cat-cow as a little warm-up here. So on your inhales, let the belly drop down, the heart lift. Exhales, round the spine. And just go back and forth between these two. If that breath pattern works really well for you, then just do it. If you want to play around a little bit and maybe use the exhales to drop your belly down and inhales to round, go for it. But make it yours. Getting all this blood to flow through the spine. Good. And taking a few more of these again to get the body nice and warmed up, the spine nice and warmed up. This is a nice one to also do if you ever experience back pain, especially low back pain. Good. And let's drop the belly down. Keep your eyes looking gently down at the earth. And then we're going to stretch the right leg back behind you, flex through the right foot, and keep your eyes looking gently down at the earth. And then you can, if you want to, reach the left arm forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling, just really getting the core nice and activated here. Breathing deeply. You can come out of this at any time you need to. We are just really activating the core. Breathe all the way down into the belly. Nice. Bring the left hand down and right knee down, and then you'll take some movement here to integrate. So you can cat-cow, or if you want to walk your hands forward, just one handprint, and take some really nice big hip circles, feel free to do that. Reconnect with the breath. Oftentimes when we kind of hold shapes a little bit longer, the breath can become labored or hold. Hold. Good. Taking one more little place here. If you circled your hips one way, go ahead and rotate the other way just to even things out. Nice. Let's find a neutral table. Eyes looking gently down. Go ahead, reach that left leg back behind you. Flex through the foot. Try to keep your left hip point facing the earth. Neck is long, and you can stay here, or you can reach the right arm forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling, and breathe deeply. In and out of the nose. Try not to let the breath get caught or stuck. And keep lengthening the neck. Good. Soften the eyes. One more breath. Right hand down, left knee down. And again, a little bit of movement to integrate what we just did. Cat, cow, hip circle, whatever works best for you. Good. And then we're going to pause, find a neutral table. And then we're going to step your right foot through between your hands. So we'll go right on into a low lunge. You want to have your right foot and your left knee about hip width apart. And please pat up the left knee if it bothers you to have it down to the earth. So when you're ready, you can reach and stretch those arms up, Anjaneyasana, a low lunge. You are absolutely welcome to just keep your hands down on your hips if that works better for you. Breathe deeply. Can I pull the outer right hip back? Be aware of the right foot. Try not to let it grip the floor. You can lean into it. You can curl that left toe under if you want a little bit more stability here, if this feels unstable and it's too much on your low back. Take one more little breath here. Inhale, reach up a little bit. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hands down to frame that right foot. Now take your left hand to touch the earth and then reach your right arm up. We're going to come into another twist here. You're welcome to just keep that right foot right where it is, or if you want to, you can move it out 1 or 2 footprints to the right, flex the right foot and come to the side of the right foot, letting your left thigh kind of fall down. If that doesn't sound appealing or it doesn't feel good, just stay up in that very first version of the twist. Main thing you want to make notice of is the breath. If you get into a particular shape and you lose your breath, then back up out of it. It's more important to just maintain that consistency there and not hold. Take one more inhale. And now we're going to exhale, bring the right hand to the earth. You're going to bring your right foot into the center. If you need to use props there at home, like blocks or pillows, wiggle the right heel forward, flex through the right foot, and then fold. Here especially, we're getting into the hamstring, the upper back part of that right thigh. The tendency here is to clench the jaw, the shoulders, the hands, making little fists, because it is a place that we don't often get to. And hamstrings are like the most Googled thing. How do I stretch my hamstrings? Well, here you go. Continue to pull the outer edge of the right foot back towards that right hip. Keep your neck nice and long. Keep your breath flowing. Just one more inhale, one more exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bend into the right knee and now bring your hands to the earth. You're going to slide the right knee back to towards the left knee. Walk your knees back one little place, little bitty knee down plank here, and then simply lower down to your belly. Tops of your feet pressing to the earth, thumbs in line with your chest. Shoulders together on the back. Inhale, cobra. You do not have to come up this high. Exhale, lower down. You can have just this baby little cobra. Forehead touches earth and inhale, lifting up 2 more times. Exhale, lower down. Try to keep the elbows pointing backwards towards back side of the room. One more inhale. Neck stays long but not arched. Exhale, lower down. Now we're going to press back into a child's pose. So you can do child's pose with your knees together. I prefer knees wide, big toes touching. And then just stretch forward. Get your forehead down to the earth.
If this is uncomfortable, you can also take a blanket between your thighs and your calf muscles here, or a pillow. Once you come into your child's pose, notice something actually happening right now, like the texture below your palms, temperature of air outside of your nose, the feeling of the breath in the torso. Just notice something actually happening in this moment. Revisit your intention if it feels appropriate. Let's take a releasing breath together here. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Slowly make your way up to your table pose. And then once you get to table, maybe cat-cow or hip circle a little bit, just get all of that blood flowing again. Nice. And now let's step that left foot through. So we're going to come to that low lunge again. So left foot and right knee are hip width apart. Pad up your right knee if necessary. Hands can stay up on those hips. This is perfect. Or if you want to reach and stretch the arms up, go for it. More stability, you can curl that back toe under. More stretch, you can just kind of fall forward into it, but be mindful of your low back. Pull the outer left hip back. If you have your arms up, be mindful. Try not to let the shoulders crunch up there into the ears. Make it yours. Breathe into it. Check in with left toes. Don't let those guys grip the earth. Nice. And then let's go ahead, bring those hands down, and then we're gonna back the hips up, wiggle the left heel forward, flex through that left foot, and fold. Breathing in and out of your nose, nice and deeply. Soft, slow, steady breath. Awesome. Good. When you're ready, let's go ahead and bend into the left knee. Bring those hands down, and then we're going to lower down to the belly nice and slowly. We'll just take one cobra pose. So inhale, lift, and exhale back to your child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching, and rest. Allowing yourself to just come to this place. Forehead resting on the earth. Nice deep breaths. Notice something in this child's pose that maybe you didn't the last time. Maybe it was the breath last time in the ribs. Good. Couple more breaths here. And you guys, I just noticed that we didn't twist on that left side. I apologize. I don't typically do that. So we'll go ahead and slowly come back to table. We're just going to step the left foot through. Take that right hand down and then come on up into your twist. I don't want anyone walking in circles later today. So do what you did on the very first side and breathe. Awesome. It's very rare that I lose a sequence, but it's been a very rare kind of a week. I don't know if you guys feel me on that. Okay, just a couple more breaths here. Nice. Let's slowly bring the left hand down, and then we're going to come back to cat-cow, moving around through table. Awesome. Now from here, you have the option to stay in your table pose, or if you want to, we're going to move back into a downward facing dog at this time. So
If you want to come to your down dog, go ahead. We're going to spread the palms wide, especially first 3 fingers. Parallel your pointer fingers like the number 11. Base of your pointer finger, index knuckle glued down. Knees go back just a little, toes curl under, hips go up and back. Now, if you get here and you're like, nope, go back to table. I want this practice to be accessible. And again, we are working to rebalance that nervous system today. So if you want to hang in table, move through the cat-cow or hip circle today, go for it. In your down dog, let your head come between those arm bones. Let your breath be nice and steady in and out of the nose. Awesome. Good. So if you're in table, find a neutral table, so stop the movement. If you're in down dog, you're gonna reach and stretch that right leg back behind you. Same thing in table, lift the right leg up, right hip up, breathing. If you need to lower that left knee down in order to get the right hip to open up, go for it, totally fine. Nice deep breath. Good, let's step our right foot through between the hands. Okay, so if you're in table, you're gonna curl that left toe under to lift your left knee up off the floor. Right foot, hip width from left foot, okay? We're gonna inhale, come on up into crescent warrior. So feet are hip width, pressing back through left heel. Hands can stay on hips, or you can reach and stretch the arms up, totally up to you. Do your best not to grip the floor with those right toes. Keep your legs really strong. If at any point you want to lower that left knee down, please do. If this is too much, you're having trouble maintaining the breath, then please do that. Good. One more breath here. Nice. And then when you're ready, bring those hands down to frame the right foot. We're going to move to pyramid pose. So you're going to step your left foot in 1 or 2 footprints, get the left heel down, straighten the right leg. You're going to turn the left toes 30 degrees or so towards front side of the mat. And then you're going to fold over the right leg. Really be mindful of the back of the right knee. Try not to let it lock out. You can adjust that left foot forward. You can turn those left toes more forward towards front side of the mat if you need to. Just do whatever you need to in order to stretch the back of the right leg. Check in with the hands, shoulders, face, jaw. Awesome. Go ahead and press into that right foot. And we're going to step the left foot forward and fold. So once you come to your forward fold, if this bothers your low back, you're going to bend your knees or widen your feet. Get the back of your neck long. Feel the breath. Very gentle inversion. So head below the heart. Kind of forcing the heart to slow down a little bit. When we're anxious, we're in that fight flight zone. Heart beats very quickly. Most of the time. Good. From here, you're going to slide your hands to your shins or your knees and inhale, lengthen your torso. And exhale to fold. Plant your palms. Bend your knees. You're going to walk back to a plank, or you're going to drop those knees straight down, finding a knee down plank. So knees up or down doesn't matter. Eyes look gently down at the earth. Either just lower straight down to your belly, or drop your knees and come all the way down. Thumbs in line with the chest. Inhale to your cobra. And exhale back to your child's pose. Finding your child's pose for today. Forehead resting on the earth. Nice deep breaths. Again, notice something that you didn't notice the last time. Maybe the texture right below the tops of those feet. What is that like? Maybe the breath in the back. What can you let go of here? What can you surrender here? Just the safe space here on your mat. Good.
Good. And then nice and slowly, when you're ready, let's come back up to table pose. You're going to either hang here, move through your cat-cow, or you're going to go up and back into that downward facing dog. Nice and stable, whatever feels best today. Even if you can do a down dog and it doesn't feel good today, give yourself permission to not do it. If you're anything like me, sometimes you need that permission to take the thing that doesn't feel that feels the best, right? Is maybe not the hardest thing to do. We are rebalancing our nervous system. Nice. And then when you're ready, from either table or down dog. If you're in table, you start moving around, then you'll find neutral. And everybody reach the left leg back behind you, bend the knee, open the hip. If you're in the down dog, you're going to want to bend the right knee, just slightly pull the outer right hip back. You can always drop that right knee down if you want to or need to. Try to keep your head in between those arm bones if you can. Good. Let's go ahead and step the left foot through. We're going to find crescent warrior again. So if your right knee was down, go ahead, lift it up. If you want to, you can always leave it down. You're going to inhale, come on up into crescent warrior. You can just leave those hands on the hips, or you can reach and stretch the arms up. And soften the shoulders, soften the face. Maintain that steadiness of breath here. Awesome. Good, just one more breath. And we're going to bring the hands down to frame the left foot. This time you're going to step the right foot in, a couple of footprints, right heel comes down, left leg straightens. Now again, right toes can angle 30 degrees towards front corner of mat or front side of mat, whichever works better for you. You want to keep those hips as even as you can. Using blocks, pillows, anything you need to support those hands so that you can reach the earth, lift it up a little bit if you need to. Make sure your left knee doesn't lock out. Keep that breath flowing. Really getting into the back of the left leg. Now you may also feel this behind the right calf muscle as well. Good. When you're ready, we're going to press into that left foot and then step your right foot up to meet it. Find your forward fold and then notice the difference between the left leg, the right leg. Keep your neck nice and long. Enjoy this really gentle inversion. Nice. Couple more breaths here. Just enjoy it. Again, bend your knees or widen your feet if it bothers your low back. Let's take an inhale to lengthen the torso, gentle gaze down at the earth. And then we're going to exhale to find a fold. From here again, you're going to plant your palms, bend your knees, walk back to either a plank or a knee down plank, or you can just skip it all and find your belly. If you're like, I don't want to do plank or knee down plank, totally cool. Just engage the core for a second, and then you can either just lower straight down or you can lower your knees and come down. Thumbs in line with the chest, tops of feet to floor. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. So here we are again. This place. What again can you notice that was different than the last time, but still brings you into this moment? Perhaps the temperature of air right outside of the nose. Perhaps the feeling of the forearms resting into the earth. Really letting those shoulders release as much tension and energy as needed. Good. And then taking in a releasing breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Good. We're going to come back through table. We're going to move back to down dog, or you're going to hang in your table, cat cow or hip circle, whichever works best for you, just for a few breaths here. Nothing required. If you just want to stay there in child's pose for the rest of class, all good. All good. All you are doing is breathing and noticing where you are. Okay. So from wherever you are, we're going to once again find that forward fold at the front side of your mat. So you can step up there, you can walk up there. And then we're going to hang out in that forward fold for just a moment. So we can all meet there, and then we're going to inhale, lengthen torso, and exhale to fold. Nice. From here, press into those feet and take an inhale to stand up. Good, and then exhale, slowly bring your thumbs down to your heart. Take a moment here. You'll notice a difference in energy. Oop. Somebody came off mute. Everybody just relax. And just breathe. There we go. Okay, so up front side of the mat, we're gonna go ahead. Sorry for showing you guys my turning over. Let's take a big wide step out here, facing the camera, whichever way that is for you guys. And then we're gonna turn our right foot to the right and slightly pigeon toe in the left foot, okay? So ideally your heels, your ankles are right below those arms as you reach them out. Take a big inhale. And exhale, let's sit down, warrior two. So strong shape here. Try not to let your right knee go past your ankle. So if that's happening, widen your feet. Take a little wider step. Eyes are gonna look right out over the right middle finger. And press down through the outer edge of that left foot. Again, try not to let the toes grip the earth. Awesome. Couple more breaths here. Soften into it. Soften those shoulders, soften face and jaw. Good, one more breath. Good, hands to hips or waist. Let's straighten out right leg. Turn those toes. Then we're gonna turn your left toes to the left and slightly pigeon toe in the right foot. Left heel to right arch or heels in one line. Big inhale, arms sweep out. And exhale, warrior two. Go ahead, come on down, warrior two. Bend the left knee. And you can kind of widen your left knee out over toes 2 and 3, simultaneously pressing the outer edge of the right foot down and the inner edge. So the right foot pressing down, kind of giving you this big stretch across the front of that right thigh. Soften the shoulders, soften the eyes, looking right out over left middle finger. One more breath. Awesome, hands to hips or waist. Let's straighten out left leg, turn the toes. And you can heel toe in one little place here. We're gonna circle our hips around. So very helpful to get all those fluids moving around down through the hips. Good. And then shift, reverse, move the hips in the opposite direction. Nice. And we're gonna come all the way back to center. You can heel toe out just the one place. We're gonna move to side angle pose. So right foot turns to right, intersect right heel with left arch, left foot slightly pigeon toed in. Big inhale, arms are gonna sweep out. Exhale, come on down into it, and then you're gonna bring the right forearm onto the right side, left arm up and over. If you get in here and you're like, this is too much, just go back to warrior two. Hang out there, breathe there. Really check in with those right toes. Try not to let them grip the floor.
Check in with your breath. These strong standing poses. It's important that we keep that breath flowing through. Awesome. Good, one more breath. And then when you're ready, go ahead. Keep yourself in warrior two. Inhale up. That's the strength building part. Hands to hips or waist, straighten out right leg. Go ahead, turn those toes. Then we'll turn our left toes to the left. Heel to arch or heel to heel. Slightly pigeon toe in right foot. Inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, warrior two. Get there, get nice and strong. Moving to side angle, elbow or forearm to thigh. Right arm up and over. Try to have bicep facing ear, thumb facing or palm facing floor. Most importantly, breathing. So open up that right hip. Feel that nice big opening through the right side body. Let yourself just be here. A couple more breaths. Try not to let those left toes grip the floor. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. It's fine, I promise. Awesome. You're going to keep yourself in that warrior two shape, and then you'll inhale up. Oof. Hands to hips or waist, straighten leg, turn the toes. And then again, you can bring your feet in, one or two footprints, and circle those hips around. Awesome. And then let's go the other way. Good. Come back to center. We're going to move to triangle pose. So you can keep your feet like this, or you can take them wider. So we're going to turn our right foot to the right and slightly pigeon toe on the left foot. So this is more of Ashtanga style. So the feet are closer together, but you can take them wider if you want to, okay? Inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, come to your triangle. So your hand can come up here on your thigh. This is one. You can come down to the shin. You can come down to your foot or the floor. Well, you want to maintain the openness of this left hip. Reach that left arm up. You can look down. You can look straight across. Okay. But again, kind of like pyramid, make sure you can bend that right knee. You don't want to lock out the joint. I always say when we lock our joints out, it's like holding the breath for the body. We want to keep it flowing. So if you're holding your breath, back out a little bit. If you're locking your knee, back out a little bit. It's all good. Good. Let's keep the legs strong, strong, strong here. And inhale all the way up. Awesome. We're just going to turn the right foot to slightly pigeon toe in. Turn the left foot towards the left, heel to arch, heel to heel. Inhale, arms sweep. And exhale, triangle. Again, stay up high. Option one, again, checking in, making sure knee doesn't lock out. Come down to shin, same thing, or to floor. If you have a block there, props there, feel free to use those. You're going to reach the right arm up. Do what's working for you for your neck. So keeping the eyes focused gently wherever you need them to be. Good. Keep checking in with the left knee. It's super sneaky. It is for me anyway. Almost sneakier than the breath trying to be held. Almost. Good. Taking one more nice deep breath here. Open up that right hip. And then let's inhale all the way up. Ooh. Hands to hips or waist. Let's turn those toes. Make sure your feet are equal here. So toes in the same line as far as equal outer edges of feet, parallel to outer edges of mat. Let's take hands to hips or waist. Take a big inhale. Lift chest and heart. And we're going to exhale wide-legged forward fold. So if you want to move your feet further away from one another so you can kind of get down there a little bit more, feel free. If you want to rest your hands to the floor or grab your feet or take your hands to props, go for it. If you need to bend those knees a little bit to take pressure off of your back, do that. Enjoy the breath here.
Maybe linger a little bit in the exhale. Keep the back of your neck lengthening. Nice. Couple more breaths. Good. Make sure your feet are nice and plugged in, but not gripping the floor. Bring your hands to your hips or your waist. Use an inhale to stand. Big exhale at the top. Good. We're going to heel toe our feet in a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. And then you're going to have your heels in, your toes out. We're going to come down to squat here. So come all the way down to Melasana, heels in, toes out. You can take your feet super wide. You can use a blanket if you need to go underneath those heels. Widen those knees, get your torso long. Close your eyes maybe. Feel the feet in the earth. Feel the toes. Are they trying to grip and hang on? Really lengthen your torso. Good. Just a couple more breaths here. Nice. When you're ready, go ahead, bring those hands behind you, and we're going to back all the way up here. And once you come down, you're going to bring your feet so they're a little bit wider than your mat, and flex your feet. We're going to windshield wiper those knees side to side. Good. And then go ahead, drop your knees over to the left. I'm just going to turn to show you guys. So ideally, you want your right knee to the inside of the left heel. Hands are going to come right there in front of this left thigh. Take a big inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, come down onto the forearms. And once you come down here, this is a nice twist. You're going to look gently at the earth. Keep your neck long. And purely go into breath. You can also, if you want to, kind of take your elbows out to the side, stack your palms, and let your forehead come to rest on your palms. That's totally optional if you want a more passive version of this twist. But you're also welcome to kind of keep it a little more active by staying up on those forearms, elbows, and isometrically kind of pulling your elbows back towards the hips. Either way, you're going to get a nice twist, really rinse the spine. Good. And then when you're ready, come slowly back up to your hands, continuing that breath. Come through center, bring those legs out, and we're going to windshield wiper those knees side to side once more. Just kind of rinse that through. Good. And now knees coming over to the right. So same thing in regards to the legs, ideally the left knee kind of inside of that right heel. Hands up nice and tall, parallel to right thigh. Big inhale. And exhale, come down on those forearms. Same thing. Just try to repeat what you did on the very first side. Keeping your eyes gently looking at the earth or closed at this point. And then again, just finding where you need to be, active, passive, doesn't matter. Just let yourself be there. Okay, taking one more nice breath here. Just enjoy it. And we're going to slowly come up to sit. Good. Bring those hands behind you. Let's windshield wiper your knees. Good. And now we're going to just come all the way to lie down on your mat. Just a couple little things here on the floor.
So come all the way down. We've already done our twist. So we're gonna take a supported shoulder stand here, or if you practice a regular shoulder stand, you can do that at this time. So option one, knees hug to chest. We're gonna come back here. So if you just wanna hug your knees in, hang here, cool. Option two, just float your feet up to the ceiling. Option three, regular shoulder stand. We'll be here for a little bit. This is just, again, another inversion to let your heart slow down. It is just a nice little way to rebalance, to come back to homeostasis. Really to the place that you always were, you never left, but the mind, the ego, all of it tells you you're not there, disconnected. Really slowing that breath down. Good. If you are in regular shoulder stand, you're going to carefully, gently come down. Those of you with your legs straight up in the air, let them slowly come in so that you can pull the knees in. And then from here, yogi's choice, whatever you need to kind of unwind, preparing the body for guided meditation, Shavasana. You can stay here. You can maybe take a little happy baby if you want to, if that feels good, bending those knees, feet towards the ceiling, or you can just keep those knees hugging in, whatever works best. Good. And when you're ready, you're going to find your way to the earth to stretch out for Shavasana. So if lying down flat is just simply not comfortable for your body, then you're going to bend your knees, take pillows under your knees, or you're going to transfer to a bed, chair, sofa. I just want you to find a place where your body can truly be comfortable. We're going to spend the next minute or so here doing alternate nostril breathing. If you have congestion or you just don't like alternate nostril breathing, you will just breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Okay, just keep your breath even, and you can even take it longer than 4. So for alternate nostril breathing, you're going to take your right thumb to plug your right nostril and just use one hand. So right hand's the only hand we're using. Inhale in through your left nostril. Use your middle finger to plug the left nostril. Exhale out right nostril. Inhale in right nostril. Plug right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right. Exhale left. A little bit longer. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left. Exhale right. Last one. Inhale right. Plug right. Exhale left. Let the hand fall down. Inhale through both nostrils. Long exhale, both nostrils. Take a moment here to notice and feel the energy as you begin to resume a natural breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Allowing your body to be in this place of rest, just staying there on the earth, breathing in and out of your nose, feeling the chest rising and falling here with each breath. And slowly bring your attention first to the feet, the feeling of the heels wherever they are on the earth, letting your heels relax, the soles of the feet feel the warming, healing energy available to your body, to your spirit, to your nervous system, and letting that healing energy come in through the soles of the feet, to the ankles, the tops of the feet. Moving your awareness up to the shin bones, feeling the shin bones there resting in the legs. Moving back behind to the calf muscles, and just allow the calf muscles to let go of any held tension there. Awareness moving now to the kneecaps, feeling the energy around the knees, letting it spread back behind the knees. Your upper thigh bones nice and heavy. Letting them kind of fall through the earth, just letting go of any tension held there in the upper thigh bones, in the legs. And now moving your awareness, your attention to the pelvis, the hips. Releasing all held energy there. Allowing the sacrum to completely relax. That low back. And perhaps bringing your awareness to the area between the hips, that lowest belly, and seeing if you can feel the breath entering that area, lifting with the inhale, and gently falling with the exhale. Good, and then moving to the belly button, that energy there, maybe feeling that breath in your belly and the belly button as this warm light spreading, illuminating the very core and center of your body as you inhale. And as you exhale, that warmth and healing spreading out and illuminating the entire body. Feeling the breath back behind the ribs. Feeling the ribs separating gently on the floor there as you take the breath in. And the ribs falling as you send the breath out. Moving to the fronts of the ribs, the chest, once more feeling that lifting, that expanding beautifully there, naturally there as you inhale. Falling as you exhale. Traveling mindfully, slowly up to the chest, the collarbone, that beautiful sensation of lifting as you inhale. Calming sensation of the lowering, the exhale as you send it out. Now moving to shoulders, feeling the shoulders on the back of the earth, separating gently with each breath and falling in. Coming down into the palms, maybe as you notice the palms, hands, feeling a warmth there. Letting that warmth, the healing sensation travel into your wrists, your forearms, elbows nice and relaxed, heavily falling, supported. Upper arm bones, nice and heavy. Moving to the back of the neck, feeling the back of the neck just held and supported here, the back of the head supported. In this safe place to rebalance. moving to the jaw, just further allowing the teeth to separate, the tongue to rest there in the mouth. Feeling the temperature of air right outside of the nose as you continue to bring the breath in and send it out gently and naturally. Cheekbones resting, the eyes resting to the back of the head, forehead broadening. Feeling that very top of the head, that energy there once more, that energy of rebalancing, of healing, of returning back to that place you never left, you just forgot. I promise. And I'm basking in this energy of letting go, of surrender. And when you're ready, taking in a big inhale, holding breath in, sending breath out. And just making some small, subtle movements here. Or you can just, if you want to just hang there, if you're nice and comfy and you just want to rest and relax, just hang, no pressure. Stay here as long as you want. Or if you'd like to, you can wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, stretch arms and legs. Slowly bend those knees, roll over to your favorite side if you're choosing to move from this place. From your side, gently finding your way to a nice comfortable seat. Reclosing your eyes once you come to that seat. Reestablishing that breath once you come to sit here. And then once you come to your seat, with eyes resting closed, recall the first time that we sat together this way not so long ago, and I asked you to bring your awareness to the energy in your body at that time. Take a moment to acknowledge the shift in energy that you feel now versus then. Bringing palms together, letting thumbs rest right at heart center, Anjali Mudra, sealing in this energy and your intention. Perhaps this feeling of peace, calm, and balance so that it is there later when you need it. Taking in a full inhale and exhale. Jai Bhagwan, namaste. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming and practicing today. So lovely to have all of you.